The mysterious Mojave megaphone. This massive, mysterious device, like a megaphone, is fastened to a pair of rocks situated atop a 100-foot hill in a secluded desert stretch that separates the towns of Baker and Ludlow. Although they are often hourglass-shaped, other people claim that its design is more akin to a rocket nozzle. Made of heavy iron strips welded together, it is approximately 8 feet long. Numerous tourists and historians have looked for an explanation of how and why it got there. Though there are many possibilities, its origins and why it was created remain a mystery. According to one idea, the US Army utilized the megaphone to augment a siren that warned nearby residents while it was conducting covert chemical or gas testing. According to a completely different theory, tourists would hike out there and cover the ends of the object with skin in order to make it sound like a drum. Whatever its origins, seeing this mysterious megaphone above the cliffs is an unusual and startling sight. Canadian police investigate after 14th human foot washes up on the coastline. A human foot washed up on British Columbia's shoreline, bringing the total number of times tides have transported a shoe-clad foot onto the province's coastline to 14 since 2007. This is the subject of an investigation by Canadian authorities. According to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, the most recent gruesome find was made on Gabriola Island in the Georgia Strait. Just after midday, a man walking on the beach noticed something inside a hiking boot that looked like a foot. The police stated in a statement that the boot had become stuck, and after this story was picked up by various news outlets, the discovery caused thousands of people to question why this was happening. 13 more feet, all wearing running shoes, have washed up in British Columbia since 2007, with investigators saying that these are just the ones we know about. Some have connected the gloomy discoveries to marine catastrophes or airline or boat mishaps, as well as natural tragedies like the 2004 tsunami. Some have speculated that the feet could be the product of organized crime. In December 2017, a man walking his dog along Vancouver Island's southern shore discovered one of these feet. His dog noticed something entangled in sea kelp and leaned in to investigate. What he saw was a left foot with its fibula and tibia connected, all covered in a black Velcro shoe and white sock. The foot subsequently belonged to a 79-year-old Washington state man who went missing and was subsequently discovered deceased. According to the province's coroner department, they are unsure of what happened. The provincial coroner's office had previously ruled out foul play, pointing out that none of the feet displayed any evidence of damage. 2 pairs of the 8 recognized feet were among them, and all the other lone feet belonged to males. Regarding this most recent discovery, authorities stated that they are presently collaborating with both the provincial coroner and their forensic identification department to attempt to identify the remains. King Charles's portrait. The new portrait of King Charles that was displayed at Buckingham Palace has caused a huge internet controversy. The painting attracted attention right away because of its strangeness and red brushstrokes. A lot of people on social media compared the red streaks to blood, and others even said there was a demonic presence. The controversy was further heightened by a video that purported to show a terrifying horned creature. It goes without saying that many people had something to say about the painting, with one social media user saying that the new King Charlie image puts them off. A king's official portrait serves as a visual representation of their authority and power. It portrays the monarch in a dignified manner, often wearing regal attire and adorned with symbols of sovereignty such as crowns, scepters, and royal insignia. This representation reinforces the monarch's status as the supreme leader and head of state, conveying a sense of legitimacy and continuity of the monarchy. However, many individuals claimed that this painting is in a totally distinct manner and doesn't depict the past kings and queens that have had their portraits painted. The phenomenon of animals behaving strangely or exhibiting unusual behavior prior to an earthquake has been observed and reported throughout history. While the exact reasons behind these behaviors are not fully understood, there are several theories and hypotheses that attempt to explain this intriguing phenomenon. One of the most common observations is that animals, including domestic pets, wildlife, and even insects, exhibit restlessness or agitated behavior before an earthquake. They may appear anxious, exhibit abnormal movements, or vocalize more frequently. Additionally, there have been accounts of animals walking or running in circles, or displaying erratic patterns of movement. In fact, this behavior was observed before the recent earthquakes in Turkey, and it's a phenomenon that researchers have said requires further study. One theory suggests that animals have a heightened sensitivity to changes in the environment, including subtle changes in electromagnetic fields, gas emissions, or vibrations that occur prior to an earthquake. It is believed that animals may possess acute sensory abilities that allow them to detect these precursors and respond accordingly. This heightened sensitivity could explain their restlessness and abnormal behavior before seismic activity. Another hypothesis suggests that animals may possess a more acute sense of hearing, allowing them to perceive the infrasound waves that precede an earthquake. Infrasound refers to sound waves with frequencies lower than what humans can typically detect. It is thought that animals may be able to detect these low-frequency sound waves, which can be generated by the movement of tectonic plates before an earthquake. This heightened sensitivity to infrasound could trigger their unusual behavior. Additionally, it has been proposed that animals may possess an inherent ability to detect changes in the Earth's magnetic field. It is well known that the Earth's magnetic field undergoes subtle variations prior to an earthquake. Some animals, such as migratory birds or certain marine species, rely on the Earth's magnetic field for navigation. It is possible that other animals, through evolutionary adaptations or innate instincts, have retained this ability to detect magnetic field changes. This sensitivity to magnetic fluctuations could explain their peculiar behavior before seismic events. Furthermore, it is important to consider the role of animal communication and social behavior in these observations. Animals within a particular ecosystem often have intricate social structures and communication networks. It is possible that prior to an earthquake, changes in the environment or the release of specific chemical signals may prompt animals to engage in specific behaviors as a means of warning or coordinating with their peers. This coordinated behavior, such as walking in circles or gathering in specific locations, may serve as a protective mechanism or an attempt to mitigate the potential risks associated with seismic activity. Animals' ability to detect earthquakes before they happen is a fascinating and well-documented phenomenon. Throughout history, there have been numerous reports of animals exhibiting unusual behavior prior to seismic activity. While the exact mechanisms behind this ability are not fully understood, several theories offer possible explanations. One theory suggests that animals are more attuned to changes in the environment, including subtle shifts in electromagnetic fields or the release of certain gases that occur before an earthquake. It is believed that animals possess highly developed sensory systems that allow them to perceive these precursors and react accordingly. For example, some studies have shown that certain species, such as dogs or horses, may detect changes in electromagnetic fields by sensing variations in static electricity. This heightened sensitivity could enable animals to anticipate earthquakes and exhibit behavior changes as a result. Another hypothesis focuses on animals' acute sense of hearing. It is thought that they can detect low-frequency sound waves, known as infrasound, that are generated by the movement of tectonic plates prior to an earthquake. Infrasound waves have been shown to travel long distances and can be detected by animals even when humans are unable to perceive them. It is possible that animals with a keen sense of hearing can pick up on these low-frequency vibrations, alerting them to the impending seismic activity. Additionally, there is evidence to suggest that animals possess a unique ability to detect changes in the Earth's magnetic field. Before an earthquake, the Earth's magnetic field may experience fluctuations. Some animals, such as birds or sea turtles, rely on the Earth's magnetic field for navigation during migration or foraging. It is believed that these animals have evolved the ability to sense these magnetic variations, allowing them to anticipate environmental changes, including earthquakes. This sensitivity to magnetic fields could explain why certain species exhibit unusual behavior prior to seismic events. Social behavior and communication among animals may also play a role in their ability to detect earthquakes. Many animals live in complex social structures and rely on communication networks within their communities. The mysterious holes of Peru.
In Peru, there is a strip of holes, an estimated 5,000 to 6,000 of them described as man-sized, forming the Band of Holes, or Monte Sierpe, Serpent Mountain in Spanish. Whilst there has been a great deal of speculation into the purpose and creation of these holes, not much is definitively known. Some have suggested they were storage pits built within the Inca Empire, whilst others have theorized they were graves or places to take defense in battle. The band covers a north to south direction, traveling for 1.5 kilometers. These holes range from 50 to 100 centimeters deep and are each around 1 meter in diameter, a sizing often described as man-sized. Modern researchers have formed many speculations. In 1933, Robert Shippey of National Geographic published a photograph of the area from above. This caught the eye of many, drawing the holes of Peru somewhat into the spotlight. In 1953, Victor Wolfgang von Hagen took over the narration in his writing entitled The Royal Road of the Inca. He called the holes pre-Inca graves, describing the shaking linework to be the curves of a serpent, hence the secondary name Monte Sierpe. On the other hand, the 1984 book The Inca Road System, written by archaeologist John Hislop, describes them as storage possibilities, whilst acknowledging that this is merely speculation. Still, the storage hypothesis, if accurate, would make the Band of Holes one of the Inca Empire's largest storage areas. A more modern suggestion, made in 2015, suggests that the holes could be a form of measurement to record gifts, produce, and inventory, particularly those presented as a tribute. These holes could have formed one part of a process that informed official documents. As this idea was formed, archaeologists from UCLA were able to visit the site and capture photographs of the area through the use of a drone. We may never completely determine what these mysterious holes are for, though the more modern explanations are seemingly shifting away from the macabre suggestion of graves. One of the oldest burial sites in the Amazon. Researchers believe they have stumbled across what may be the oldest burial site yet discovered in the southwest Amazonia, tucked away within northern Bolivia in the Llanos de Moxos region of the Amazon rainforest. This site contains graves that are estimated to be a minimum of 6,000 years old and presumed to be older. Buried here are 5 humans, as well as the shells of snails and the bones of fish and various mammals. This discovery is more important, as they believe this site was created 6,000 years ago, which entirely changes the timeline of when we believed people had begun to build settlements within the Amazon. The site was found on the Forest Islands, situated in Ilha del Tesoro, La Chacra, and San Pablo. An excavation and further study led many researchers to believe that these so-called forest islands provided a safe asylum and a point of refuge to ancient Amazonians fleeing the flooded Llanos de Moxos savanna throughout the rainy season, making these islands seasonal settlements. This discovery has also given insights into the sophistication of these societies, as burials of this sort, along with the traces of food remains and of fires having burned, have implications of a settled society protecting their territories. Before this discovery, we had been operating under the assumption that the people living in this region were hunter-gatherers, though this updated perspective suggests a series of more complex societies instead. This means our timeline could have been 10,000 years out, meaning these groups and societies were established and complex far earlier than we originally thought. Lead author of the study, Jose M. Caprie, assistant professor at Penn State University, explained that these burials tells us that the indigenous groups within the Amazon had learned to adapt and transform the landscape in beneficial and suitable ways. These signify far more advanced living standards than we had predicted were possible at this time. Furthermore, the discarding of waste, be it food or what was once living, and then returning to stay in the area as a seasonal settlement, meant that the soil composition had been changed slightly, becoming more fertile. This allowed for thicker growth of vegetation and higher land elevation. Jose M. Caprile elaborates, explaining that when their preferred food sources and supplies ran low, the indigenous populations were able to domesticate plants, including peanuts and sweet potatoes. This excelling knowledge meant that only mere generations later, societies capable of establishing roads were prevalent. Caprile concludes his research, explaining that the study of these landscapes helps us to see the interaction between humans and these biomes, and gives us an insight into the cultural and biological diversity that is rife within them.
The Grand Canyon, with its awe-inspiring beauty and geological marvels, has long captured the imagination of explorers and adventurers. It is a place of mystery and wonder, where the secrets of the Earth's ancient past are etched into the layers of rock. Among the many tales and legends associated with the Grand Canyon is the intriguing story of an underground city of giants hidden within its depths. According to the legend, a group of explorers in the early 20th century stumbled upon an entrance to a vast underground city while navigating the rugged terrain of the Grand Canyon. They claimed that the entrance, concealed behind a massive rock formation, led them into an otherworldly realm inhabited by a race of giants. The explorers described the giants as towering beings, measuring over 10 feet in height, with extraordinary strength and advanced technology. The story of the underground city of giants in the Grand Canyon has captivated the imaginations of many, fueling speculation and curiosity about its existence. Explorers reported encountering large human-like creatures dwelling within the caves, with one of the members saying that at one point, the creatures started to throw rocks at them. The allure of hidden civilizations, particularly ones associated with giants or other extraordinary beings, taps into our fascination with the unknown and our yearning for extraordinary discoveries. As they ventured deeper into the labyrinthine canyons, they stumbled upon an entrance concealed behind a large rock. Stepping through the hidden entrance, the explorers found themselves in a vast underground chamber filled with an otherworldly glow. The air was thick with a mysterious energy, and the walls shimmered with an ethereal luminescence. As they cautiously explored the cavern, they noticed strange markings and symbols etched into the walls, noting that it was a language they couldn't decipher. As they delved deeper into the underground city, their amazement grew. Gigantic stone structures towered above them, hinting at an advanced civilization that once thrived within these underground chambers. The corridors seemed built for beings of colossal size, with ceilings so high they disappeared into darkness. The explorers couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder, as if they had stepped into a hidden realm of giants. The more they explored, the more they discovered evidence of a sophisticated society. They found remnants of giant tools and artifacts, intricately crafted with meticulous precision. The sheer scale of everything they encountered left them humbled and intrigued. As the explorers ventured further, they stumbled upon an enormous chamber that seemed to serve as a meeting place or communal area. Emerging from the shadows were beings of colossal proportions, giants in every sense of the word. The explorers stood frozen, in awe and disbelief at the sight before them. The team reported that they quickly left the cavern, not wanting to overstay their welcome. Oddly enough, this isn't the first time that explorers have come forward with a story like this. The Grand Canyon itself is a place of immense geological significance, with layers of rock representing millions of years of Earth's history. The vastness and complexity of the canyon invite speculation and ignite the imagination. The presence of natural formations, caves, and intricate rock structures within the canyon's depths further add to the mystique and potential for hidden secrets. While the legend of an underground city of giants may be devoid of scientific evidence, it serves as a reminder of the enduring human curiosity about the mysteries of our planet. The quest for hidden civilizations and lost worlds has inspired countless explorers and adventurers throughout history. It drives us to delve deeper into the unknown, pushing the boundaries of our understanding and seeking answers to questions that have eluded us for centuries. The allure of the underground city of giants in the Grand Canyon serves as a reminder that there is still much to be explored and discovered in our world. The vastness of our planet, with its uncharted territories and unexplored depths, leaves room for the imagination to run wild. It encourages us to embrace the spirit of exploration and curiosity, to push the boundaries of knowledge, and to remain open to the possibility of unexpected discoveries. While legends and myths may not always align with scientific facts, they have an important role in shaping our cultural narratives and igniting our imagination. The Grand Canyon, a geological marvel and one of the most iconic natural landmarks in the United States, has long been a subject of fascination and exploration. While the vast majority of the canyon's surface has been explored and mapped, there is still much to discover beneath the surface. Hidden within the depths of the Grand Canyon are undiscovered cave networks, mysterious subterranean passages that hold the potential for remarkable scientific and exploratory findings. The rugged and complex geology of the Grand Canyon offers a favorable environment for the formation of caves. Over millions of years, the relentless forces of erosion, water, and chemical processes have shaped the limestone and other soluble rock formations, creating an intricate network of underground chambers and passages. These caves, hidden from view, remain largely untouched and unexplored, holding secrets that could shed light on the geological history of the region and potentially harbor unique ecosystems. Exploring the undiscovered cave networks in the Grand Canyon presents significant challenges. The vastness and ruggedness of the canyon make it difficult to access and navigate these hidden chambers. The treacherous terrain, steep cliffs, and remote locations pose logistical challenges for cave explorers. Additionally, the delicate nature of these underground environments requires careful consideration and conservation efforts to minimize human impact and preserve their pristine condition. Despite the challenges, there have been intriguing discoveries that hint at the existence of undiscovered cave networks in the Grand Canyon. Anecdotal reports and occasional glimpses of hidden passages by hikers, scientists, and explorers have fueled the belief that there is much more to be uncovered beneath the surface. These accounts, while tantalizing, serve as a reminder of the mysteries that lie hidden within this geological wonder. The exploration of these cave networks could provide valuable insights into the geological processes that shaped the Grand Canyon. By studying the formations, mineral deposits, and sedimentary layers found within the caves, scientists could gain a deeper understanding of the canyon's formation and its evolution over millions of years. This knowledge could contribute to our understanding of Earth's geologic history and shed light on the forces that shape our planet. Undiscovered cave networks in the Grand Canyon also offer the potential for significant biological discoveries. Caves are known to harbor unique ecosystems, often characterized by specialized organisms adapted to the dark and isolated conditions. These caves could be home to species that have adapted to thrive in the challenging subterranean environment. The discovery of new species or the identification of relict populations of rare and endangered organisms could have important implications for conservation efforts and our understanding of biodiversity. The exploration of undiscovered cave networks in the Grand Canyon could also have cultural and historical significance. Native American tribes have long held spiritual and cultural connections to the Grand Canyon, and the discovery of caves and associated artifacts could provide valuable insights into their history and traditions. Additionally, the caves may contain archaeological remains or evidence of ancient human habitation, shedding light on the early human presence in the region. To ensure responsible exploration and preservation of the undiscovered cave networks in the Grand Canyon, a balanced approach is necessary. Careful planning, adherence to ethical guidelines, and collaboration between scientists, conservationists, and indigenous communities are crucial. Any exploration efforts should prioritize conservation, minimizing disturbance to fragile ecosystems and cultural sites, and respecting the spiritual significance of the canyon to Native American tribes. The Grand Canyon, with its vast expanse and rugged terrain, is not only a breathtaking natural wonder, but also a place of mystery and intrigue. While it attracts millions of visitors each year, it is also known for its unforgiving nature and the occasional disappearance of individuals who venture into its depths. The number of people who go missing in the Grand Canyon is a topic of concern and curiosity, highlighting the challenges and risks associated with exploring this majestic landscape. While the Grand Canyon is a popular destination for outdoor enthusiasts and adventure seekers, it is important to recognize that its sheer size and ruggedness can pose significant risks. Each year, a small number of individuals unfortunately become disoriented, encounter accidents, or face unexpected challenges that result in their disappearance. The harsh environment, extreme temperatures, treacherous terrain, and limited access to emergency services contribute to the complexities of search and rescue operations. It is difficult to determine the exact number of people who go missing in the Grand Canyon each year, as comprehensive and up-to-date data is not readily available. The National Park Service, responsible for managing the Grand Canyon National Park, keeps records of incidents and search and rescue operations. However, these numbers may not capture all cases, as some missing person reports might fall under the jurisdiction of local law enforcement agencies or tribal authorities. Despite the challenges in obtaining precise figures, it is evident that the number of missing persons in the Grand Canyon is relatively low compared to the vast number of visitors it receives annually. The National Park Service and other agencies involved in search and rescue operations work diligently to locate and assist individuals who find themselves in distress. They employ various techniques, including air and ground searches, as well as collaboration with local law enforcement, volunteer groups, and specialized teams with expertise in wilderness rescue. The Grand Canyon's remote and rugged nature poses unique challenges in search and rescue operations. The vastness of the area, coupled with its intricate and often treacherous terrain, can make locating missing individuals a daunting task. The search efforts require extensive resources, including trained personnel, specialized equipment, and a coordinated approach to maximize the chances of a successful outcome. However, even with these efforts, not all cases result in a positive resolution, and some missing persons are never found. It is crucial for visitors to the Grand Canyon to exercise caution and prepare adequately before embarking on any outdoor activities. This includes informing others of their plans, staying on designated trails, carrying appropriate safety gear, and being aware of the potential hazards and challenges that the environment presents. Additionally, visitors should be mindful of their physical abilities and limitations, as well as the potential impact of weather conditions, especially during extreme heat or flash flood events. The National Park Service and other relevant organizations continue to work on raising awareness about the importance of responsible outdoor exploration and the risks associated with venturing into the Grand Canyon's vast wilderness. They provide educational resources, visitor guidelines, and safety information to help mitigate the potential for accidents and incidents. By promoting preparedness, caution, and respect for the natural environment, they aim to reduce the number of incidents and improve visitor safety. As of right now, while the exact number of people who go missing in the Grand Canyon each year is difficult to ascertain, it is clear that the vast majority of visitors safely enjoy the wonders of this natural marvel. Nonetheless, the unique and challenging environment of the Grand Canyon demands respect, caution, and preparedness from those who choose to explore it. Through ongoing efforts in search and rescue operations, education, and visitor safety guidelines, organizations strive to enhance visitor safety and mitigate the risks associated with this extraordinary landscape. In recent years, there have been observed instances of marine life, including orcas, swimming closer to shore and even entering shallow waters. This behavior has raised questions and sparked curiosity about why these animals are venturing into new territories. Beginning at the end of May 2023, fishermen and residents living close to the shore have observed pods of orcas swimming towards the shore, with those who've studied the creatures saying that their behavior seems different. One factor that could contribute to the movement of marine life towards land is the impact of human activities on their natural habitats. Human-induced disturbances, such as noise pollution from shipping vessels, offshore construction, and recreational boating, can disrupt the normal behavior and communication patterns of marine animals. In response to these disturbances, some marine species may seek refuge in quieter and more sheltered areas, including nearshore waters. This behavior allows them to avoid the excessive noise and disturbances associated with human activities and find temporary respite. One theory that's been put forward is that the Navy might be carrying out sonar tests. The impact of Navy sonar on marine life particularly whales, dolphins, and other cetaceans, has been a topic of concern and scientific research for many years. Navy sonar systems emit intense underwater sound waves, which can have significant effects on marine animals, their behavior, and their overall well-being. One of the main concerns regarding Navy sonar is its potential to cause harm to marine mammals. The intense sound waves produced by sonar can disrupt the normal behavior of marine animals, including feeding and communication. Whales and dolphins rely heavily on sound for communication, navigation, and hunting, and exposure to loud sonar signals can disorient them, leading to behavioral changes, including altered migration patterns, strandings, and even physical injuries. For example, studies have shown that beaked whales, which are highly sensitive to sound, have exhibited strong avoidance responses to sonar exposure, leading to mass strandings. Furthermore, research has indicated that Navy sonar can have physiological effects on marine animals. The intense underwater sound can cause hearing loss and damage to the auditory systems of cetaceans. Studies have shown that some species, such as dolphins and killer whales, have suffered from temporary or permanent hearing loss as a result of exposure to sonar. This can have long-lasting consequences for their ability to communicate, navigate, and find food, ultimately affecting their survival in the wild. In response to these concerns, efforts have been made to mitigate the impacts of Navy sonar on marine life. The implementation of environmental impact assessments has become standard practice to evaluate the potential effects of sonar operations on marine animals. These assessments help identify areas of high biological importance and establish mitigation measures, such as avoiding critical habitats or adjusting sonar settings to reduce the intensity and duration of sound emissions. In some cases, real-time monitoring of marine mammal activity is employed, allowing sonar operations to be suspended if animals are detected within a certain range. These measures aim to minimize the impact of sonar on marine life and promote the coexistence of military activities and the preservation of marine ecosystems. Furthermore, technological advancements have been made to develop quieter sonar systems that emit lower intensity sounds, reducing the potential harm to marine animals. Low-frequency active sonar systems, for example, have been modified to emit less intense signals while maintaining their effectiveness in military operations. These advancements represent a step towards balancing the needs of national security with the protection of marine biodiversity. It is important to bear in mind that the issue of Navy sonar and its impact on marine life is complex and multifaceted. While efforts have been made to address the concerns and minimize harm, there is still ongoing research and debate surrounding the long-term effects of sonar on marine ecosystems. Scientists continue to study the impacts of sonar on different species, as well as the cumulative effects of multiple stressors, such as climate change, pollution, and habitat loss, on marine life. According to the newly adopted alternative by the Navy, and given approval by the Fisheries Service in October 2020, it is possible that raucous naval exercises may cause disruptions to the endangered orcas in the region. These orcas rely on sound to hunt salmon and communicate, and they may face up to 51 such disturbances within a year. Advocates for the orcas argue that their endangered population, consisting of only 73 whales in this region, can be negatively impacted by even short interruptions to their regular patterns. Nora Nickham, from the Seattle Aquarium, commented that activities such as eating, breathing, and nursing their calves are of utmost importance, especially for the southern orcas who are currently facing food scarcity. The unavailability of salmon, coupled with noise and disturbance, further complicates their situation. Nora Nickham says that they acknowledge the importance of Navy training and testing, but feel that the Navy has the ability and responsibility to modify such activities to safeguard the highly endangered orcas. According to marine mammal biologist Tim Ragan of Anacortes, the Navy must contribute to the protection of highly endangered species, especially the southern resident orcas during its exercises. He suggests that the Navy should find alternative locations where these exercises can be conducted without harming these species. As of right now, the Navy have said that they're not going to stop their sonar tests, but have admitted that it's been shown to have significant effects on marine life, particularly whales, dolphins, and other cetaceans. The intense sound waves emitted by sonar can disrupt the behavior, communication, and overall well-being of these animals, with potential consequences for their survival. However, efforts have been made to mitigate these impacts through the implementation of environmental assessments, real-time monitoring, and the development of quieter sonar systems. Ongoing research and technological advancements are crucial in striking a balance between national security needs and the protection of marine biodiversity. Ultimately, a collaborative approach involving scientists, policymakers, and military authorities is essential to ensure the sustainable coexistence of naval activities and the conservation of marine ecosystems. The vast and biodiverse Amazon rainforest, with its dense canopy and remote locations, has been the stage for numerous mysterious encounters. Among these intriguing phenomena are reported sightings of unidentified objects above the rainforest's expanse. Over the years, individuals exploring or residing near the Amazon rainforest have reported sightings of strange objects in the sky. Witnesses have described unusual lights, disc-shaped crafts, and aerial maneuvers that defy conventional explanations. These accounts often come from indigenous communities, whose deep connection with nature and spiritual beliefs make them keen observers of their surroundings. One user by the name of Carlos was using Google Earth to explore the Amazon rainforest. While using the app, something caught his attention. He described it as a glowing object, brighter than anything else that could be seen in the area. Confused as to what the object was, he took a screenshot in order to capture this otherworldly spectacle. He said that the object appeared to be made up of several lights, noting that nothing else in the area matched its size and shape. Carlos noted that the unidentified object appeared to be defying the laws of physics, as it appeared to be hovering motionless in the sky. Due to there being no motion blur, he said it was likely that the object was stationary when the photograph was taken. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, Carlos followed the luminous trail of the object, but noted that this was the only one in the area. Interestingly, after doing research online about mysterious lights that had been witnessed above the Amazon rainforest, Carlos found himself engrossed in an interview with an elderly shaman named Kavi. Kavi shared tales passed down through generations about these enigmatic lights. According to their oral traditions, the glowing objects were believed to be messengers from celestial realms, guiding and protecting the rainforest. The villagers revered these sightings as sacred, interpreting them as a sign of harmony between their world and the mysterious forces beyond. As of right now, there's not much information that can be gathered from this photograph, but what makes this phenomenon interesting is the fact that strange lights have been reported in this area now for several decades. Numerous theories attempt to explain the presence of mysterious objects above the Amazon rainforest. Some propose that these sightings are evidence of visitations, suggesting that advanced beings from other planets may be observing or studying Earth's unique ecosystems, similar to what we are doing on Mars. Others suggest that these sightings could be linked to secret military aircraft or experimental technology being tested in the region, saying that the Amazon rainforest would be a perfect place to do this, as it has a very low population and the dense forest works as a natural shield, making it difficult to see what's going on. Additionally, natural explanations such as atmospheric phenomena or misidentifications of known objects cannot be ruled out. The presence of these sightings in the Amazon rainforest raises intriguing questions about the nature of these phenomena and their potential implications. If these sightings are indeed evidence of advanced activity, it would challenge our understanding of the universe and humanity's place within it. Furthermore, exploring these encounters could provide valuable insights into the rainforest's ecological significance and its potential attraction for intelligent beings. Oddly enough, those who live in the Amazon rainforest detail that these objects have been here longer than they have. These mysterious objects in the Amazon rainforest also intersect with indigenous cultures and their mythologies. For many indigenous communities, the presence of unidentified aerial phenomena aligns with their spiritual beliefs and legends of celestial beings. These encounters add a layer of cultural significance and reinforce the deep connection between indigenous peoples and the natural world. Indigenous cultures in the Amazon rainforest possess intricate cosmologies and spiritual beliefs that incorporate a deep reverence for nature and the interconnectedness of all living beings. Their mythologies often feature celestial beings and spiritual entities that inhabit the skies. These cultures view the natural world as alive with spiritual forces and recognize the existence of supernatural beings that can traverse the realms of the cosmos. Indigenous individuals have recounted encounters with luminous objects, peculiar lights, and unexplained aerial phenomena. They often interpret these sightings as interactions with celestial beings, ancestral spirits, or guardians of the rainforest. These encounters are embedded in the collective memory of these communities and shape their understanding of the world. These encounters reaffirm the spiritual bond between indigenous communities and the natural world, reinforcing their role as custodians of the rainforest. Indigenous cultures possess a wealth of traditional knowledge and wisdom passed down through generations that encompasses their relationship with the environment and the unseen forces that govern it. The integration of sightings into indigenous mythologies also underscores the importance of preserving and respecting traditional knowledge. The insights and wisdom gained from these encounters provide invaluable perspectives on the mysteries of the cosmos and the interconnectedness of all life. It is crucial to support and empower indigenous communities, recognizing their unique cultural contributions and safeguarding their traditional knowledge for future generations. Quantifying mysterious aircraft sightings in the Amazon rainforest presents significant challenges. The remote and densely forested terrain hampers data collection efforts, and many encounters go unreported due to limited access to communication infrastructure. Additionally, cultural factors may contribute to underreporting, as indigenous communities often interpret these sightings within their own mythologies and spiritual beliefs. While limited scientific research has been conducted specifically on sightings in the Amazon rainforest, efforts have been made to document and study unexplained aerial phenomena more broadly. Scientific expeditions and interdisciplinary collaborations aim to gather data, analyze eyewitness accounts, and apply scientific methodologies to investigate these sightings in a rigorous and systematic manner. Given the remote and challenging terrain of the Amazon rainforest, scientific investigations into these mysterious sightings can be difficult. However, continued efforts to document and analyze these encounters are crucial for better understanding the nature of these phenomena. Collaboration between researchers, indigenous communities, and scientific institutions could shed light on the causes of these sightings and contribute to our knowledge of the rainforest's biodiversity. The sightings of strange objects above the Amazon rainforest bring an air of mystery to the depths of nature's heart. The accounts and experiences shared by witnesses, along with cultural and scientific perspectives, invite us to contemplate the possibility of advanced encounters and expand our understanding of the unexplained in the awe-inspiring realm of the Amazon rainforest. So, what do you make of these mysterious objects seen above the Amazon rainforest? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.